I grew up in Galilee area in Israel, surrounding an Arab family, Arab traditions. But when I was 18, I moved to the big city, Tel Aviv. There, I really started to face the hatred of the Jewish people or the tension between the Jewish people and the Arabs. They treated me really like a terrorist. I felt that hatred. And so I really started to hate them back. And I really started to basically want to go out from Israel, searching for my own peace. Now, although that I grew up as a Christian home, but at that time, I just knew about Jesus. I didn't really have a relationship with God. In more search for my life, I went to Australia. In Australia, I met this guy on the streets that he was evangelizing. Something strange or something different I saw in him. He had this peace that I was searching for. So I asked him, what is his secret? How could he have this peace? And the simple answer was Jesus Christ. I really didn't understand this, so I said to him, no, must be something else because I know all about Jesus. I went with him about 3 months. In these 3 months, he was trying to disciple me, teaching me about the New Testament, that it's not religion, it's just really faith in Christ. At that time, I didn't understand what he's talking about. So I moved on to New Zealand. I thought, that's it, must be the last stop. So I went to New Zealand, hoping that I will find something there, a wife or job, settle down and have finally the peace that I was looking for. I didn't really find these things, but I found something else. More accurately, God found me this time, because what I didn't know at that time, that God is working in my life, really breaking me, because all what I thought is that in my power, I will find my happiness, I will find the peace that I was looking for. But when I got to New Zealand, my heart was so burdened. And that was the first time for me that I started to read the Bible for myself. It wasn't just for me just a story, but it's concerning my life to understand what is God and who Jesus is. At one point, I really started to pray. That was the first time that I prayed from my heart, saying to God to save me. And He did. At that moment, all the burden, all the hatred, everything that I felt for the Jewish people, for the Arabs, for the world, that was the first time that I felt peace in my heart. And that was the first time that I really felt happy and complete. And with this happiness and love, I went back to Israel and I started to tell the people, the Jewish people and the Arabs in Israel, about Jesus.